I had been suffering in silence with my mental health for a long time, most of my adult life. It came to an end, or I tried to put it to an end, in December 2018, where I took myself to a London train station and I tried to jump in front of a train because the pain and the suffering had just become too much. I then came up to Norfolk, where my mum had retired, and was trying to pretend that I was okay, but I wasn't. And February 2019, I overdosed and was subsequently taken to the hospital. And, it didn't get into my bloodstream and I was lucky. But my sister made contact with Norfolk and Waveney Mind. Next thing I know, I was getting a phone call from Norfolk and Waveney Mind, and they were just really reassuring. They've supported me countlessly. What they did, first of all, was I was waiting for a diagnosis to see a psychiatrist to get a diagnosis of some kind of condition, to get some kind of medication to try and ease the suffering. And I come to Norfolk and I didn't know anybody here. My sister and my mum were up here, but I didn't have any friends or a network of people. And Norfolk and Waveney Mind met me for coffee once a week, sometimes twice a week. They travelled, 45 minutes outside of Norwich to sit down and have a coffee with me for half an hour, and just talk about stuff. They helped me claim benefits because I couldn't work due to my condition, deterioration. They were really, really, really vital because, question 3 is where do you think you would be today without the support of Norfolk and Waveney Mind? And I wouldn't, I don't think it's over the top to say that I might not be here because of how vital I knew meeting somebody from Mind once a week, twice a week was to me. It was very, very vital to me. It gave me hope, and every time that I saw my person from Mind, it was a reassurance of help will come and people are there for you, people love you, and if I didn't have that voice, I may have made a third attempt. I'm pretty sure that's safe to say. What would you say to anybody feeling isolated or like they have nobody to talk to? First of all, I would say I know how that feels, because I was like that for probably the best 10 years of my life. I didn't want to talk, and I sometimes did talk, but didn't get the kind of right reactions because I was probably talking to the wrong people that either didn't care or know how to react to such conversations. So, especially if you have the courage to open up to somebody and then you kind of get cold-shouldered almost, well, it makes you not want to open up to anybody else because it's horrible. But there are people out there willing to listen, and you're not isolated, you're not alone. There are people to talk to. There's always people to talk to. I've called the Samaritans at times. I've now been lucky enough that now, understanding my condition, I have a network of friends around me to really combat that, and I didn't have these people. A lot of these people wasn't even in my life before I tried to kill myself. In the last 2 years, I've really changed as a person. I've changed my circle, and it's for the better. And there's always people out there. There are always people willing to listen. And I think why I'm saying that these people weren't in my life 2 years ago, I say that because it proves that you don't, time, it doesn't matter how long you've known somebody. If, we sometimes think like our longest friendships and our longest relationships are our loyalists, and that is wrong. That is completely wrong. Not all the time, of course, but it's not a guaranteed factor. There are good people out there, and you can know them for 5 minutes and they're willing to help. And those people are saints, really.